Let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Facing comfortably forward. All the points of your feet making contact with the ground. Knees just slightly bent. Bring the hips forwards, the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Your shoulders drop down and roll forward, bringing the arms around slightly in front and away from the body. Breathe in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. You pause, and then with the exhalation, the abdomen compresses back towards the spine, pushing the breath up and out your nose. Just take a couple of nice, long, deep breaths here. Focus on the breath. Let all your other thoughts just kind of fade away. Bring your attention to your feet. Feel them making contact with the earth, connecting all the way down to the center of the earth. Feel the earth pulling you down, anchoring you as it rises up to meet you, supporting you, merging with you. You take a couple more deep breaths. One more. This one, let it sigh out your mouth. So breathe in through the nose. Good. Step out a little bit wider. Let's start with knocking on the door of life. Everyone seems to like to start with that. Just turn from the waist, standing nice and tall. Let the momentum carry your arms into the body. So we're not lifting the arms at all. It's like those little two-sided drums with the strings attached. And as you turn the drum side to side, little balls hit the back and front of the drum. Feel those vibrations as they make contact with your abdomen and your back, the area we call the Ning Meng point. Feel those energy pathways, the meridians being stimulated. Feel the organs being stimulated. Look over the shoulder, get a little further around. Feel each vertebra turning in place, starting from the bottom of your spine all the way up into the neck. But let's stimulate the bubbling spring, the beginning of the kidney meridian, the K1 point. So as we turn the back foot, you come up on, push down with your toes, lift your heel. Feel that point just behind the ball of the foot, in the middle of the foot, being stimulated. Allowing that energy to flow up from the ground through that point, up the legs and torso into the chest. We come back to being flat-footed. Now as you turn the foot in front of you, you're going to push your heel into the ground, pull the toes towards the body, stimulating all the meridians, all 6 that come up and down the leg through the ankle. Back to flat-footed. Slowing it down to where the hands move through the air in front of you, behind you. I'm aware of the air flowing through between your fingers. Slow it down. See if you can feel any resistance as your hands move through the weight sheet, the energetic field around us. Slowing it down, coming to a stop. Let's do hold up the heavens, first of the 8 brocade. So as we breathe in, we're bringing the energy up through the soles of our feet. We interlace the fingers. They come up the body, roll in front of the face, bringing the energy up. Following with our eyes, arms come up. The hands are slightly behind us. And holding our breath, we look forward. Breathe out, down. So we breathe in, bring the energy up the legs, up the torso, all the way up and out. Hold the breath, look forward. Exhale, down. Breathe in. Hold the breath, look forward, breathe out, down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Good. Let's clear the lungs between each of these. So we bring our feet fairly close together. As we breathe in, we come up on our toes. Bring it up into the chest, and then breathe out, push it down. Good. Next one is drawing the bow. So we're going to go back to that wide stance. We're going to start with our forearms together, palms facing your face. We're going to drop down as far as you can comfortably while you cross your wrists. You're then going to push your right hand out, finger and thumb out. This is where you're going to sight along. And as you pull the bow to your shoulder, then as we come up, we come back to the starting position, and now we shift to the opposite side. Breathe in as you come back up. Breathe out as you pull. One more time each side. Good. Bring the feet in, clearing into the lungs. Breathe in, come up onto the toes. Breathe out, go back to being flat-footed. Step out to about shoulder width, separating heaven and earth. As we breathe in, let the hands float apart. Then breathe out, push them apart. Your right hand goes down, fingers pointing towards the middle. The left hand goes up, palm up, fingers pointing towards the middle. Push them apart. Breathing in, back of the hands cross. Pause, then breathe out as they separate. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can bend your knees a little bit as you drop down, as the hands come together. And then as they separate, pushing back up a bit. One more time each side. Now we're going to do almost the same thing, But as we come up, we're going to turn and push the hand down behind you. The other hand comes up and around, and do a nice twist here. Then come around to the front and switch to the opposite. Breathe in as you come back to the middle. Breathe out as you turn towards the back. One more time each side. Good, come back to the middle. Hold on to a chi ball here. So try to feel the energy between your palms. Imagine you're holding a ball of light, a ball of energy. As you breathe in, let it separate a couple of inches. As you breathe out, come back to the starting points. The hands never touch. Fingers and palm, the hands are nice and loose and relaxed. Just synchronize it with the breath. Just try to feel and visualize the energy coming out of the palms and being collected into a ball between your hands. Good. Just hold on to the ball for a moment. Turn it so the right hand is at the bottom, left hand is on top. We're going to go back to connecting heaven and earth. So we're going to split the hands. Breathe out as they float up. But now we're going to rotate around. Palms facing each other. Right hand compresses the energy down into the left hand. We then roll the ball over once and go back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Turn it over. Push them apart. Pinwheel around. Down into a chi ball. Now we're going to turn the chi ball twice. So we turn it once. Then we turn it back again. And now notice the right hand goes up, left hand goes down. Pinwheel around. Left hand pushes the energy down into the right hand. Rotate it once and separate. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Roll the ball over, separate the two. Now pinwheel both arms together. And then push it down to the lower hand. Nice and slowly. Good. So we turn the ball over. Turn the ball over. Now push apart. Good. Pinwheel around both arms. Both arms. There we go. Down the ball. Beautiful. Last one. Pinwheel around. Push down into the ball. Bring that ball so you're holding it now on the sides. Again, breathing in, go out a little bit, breathing out, come back to the starting point. Again, just feel that energy building between your hands. Then when you're ready on the in-breath, let the hands float out even further so that you're now holding like a beach ball size energy ball. Good. Just hold on to that ball for a moment. Kind of roll it around, just kind of feeling that you have something of substance between your hands. Lift that beach ball of energy up over your head. As you breathe out, lower it so that your head goes into that ball, and then it pops out as your chest goes into the ball. Bring it all the way down to the hips. Let the energy continue to flow down your legs into the ground as we bring the ball out in front of us. And start over. So push the hips back as we move the ball away. Hips come forward as you bring it towards you, requiring much less effort to move the ball in and out. Just trying to let it float. Try to visualize that ball moving down. Feel that energy flowing down from the top of your head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. And then gathering energy again and bringing it down. Good. One more time. And hold the ball in front of you. Turn the ball so that your left hand is on top. You're going to turn to the left. Roll the ball over and then slowly turn to the right. Just breathe naturally and slowly. Maintain control of that ball the entire time. Standing nice and tall. Moving from the waist. So the arms and hands don't move except to roll the ball over. There's no sideways movement at all. One more time. Bring it back to the center. Turns to the balls on its sides. Then go ahead and cradle it with both hands. Lift that ball up and push it right into your forehead. And feel that ball penetrating your skull. Feel the warmth as it spreads out from your head and goes down your neck, shoulders, the torso, your hips, legs, all the way down into the ground. Breathe out, drop the hands down. Breathe in, lift the hands to the side, gathering the energy. Breathe out, push it down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs into the ground. Good. Bring the feet together. Up onto the toes as we breathe in, clearing to the lungs. Back down to flat-footed as we breathe out. Back to shoulder width stance. Bring the hands around to the sides. Turn the thumbs up and around as you look to the left. Then rotate the thumbs down and back as you look to the right. Wise owl looks back. Nice and slow. Breathe out as you come back to the center. Breathe in as you turn to the side. Make sure to turn the entire arm, not just at the wrist. Good. One more time each side. Good. Stepping out to a wide stance. Going to bend at the waist. Take our hands and put them behind us. That's the easiest thing to do. So right, just kind of cradle them back here by the main bend point. We're going to turn to the right. We're going to bend down. We're going to look at the right heel. Then the right toes come straight across to the left toes, the left heel, then come up looking at the side, and then turn back towards the middle. Then turn to the left. Breathe out as we go down, front, across, back, coming up the side. Breathe in as you come back to the center. Pause, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nod the head, wag of the tail. One more time each side. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing, but as we turn to the side, we're going to swivel on the heel. So the toe is pointing outward, and then we're going to press back and look up at the ceiling. And come back down, so we never look forward now. Come back across, shift the opposite foot. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more time each side. Back to center, walking in, clearing to the lungs again. We breathe in, we come up on our toes. Breathe out, back down. Bring the fists, loosely clenched fists, thumb on the outside to the hips, palms up. Wide stance, so you can drop down a little bit. As we breathe out, the left fist comes out and rotates over so it's in front of the chest, palm down. We then relax, we gather the energy, pull it back into the hips. So we punch, we drop down, we gather the energy, we pull it in. As you punch, tense every muscle in the body if possible, including the face. Hence, the title of this posture is called Punching with Fierce Eyes. Breathe out, gather, breathe in. One more time each side. Good. Bring the feet in, clear to the lungs. Breathing in, come up to the toes. Breathe out, come down, flat-footed. At this time, we are going to go up again on the toes. We're just not going to lift the arms. This is called bouncing on the toes to cure 1,000 ills. So we're simply going to come up, lifting the heels up off the ground. We're then going to breathe out. We're going to let them drop down to the ground just enough so we can form some vibration in the heels. And then try to sense that vibration coming up all through the body, but especially through the skeletal system. So we breathe in, breathe out. Out through the mouth in this one. Breathe in. One last time. Try to drop straight down. Good. Nice. Clear to the lungs. One more time. Up onto the toes. back down. Stepping out to shoulder width apart. As you breathe in, let the hands float up the side. Breathe out, let them come down. Breathe in, let them come all the way up. Back of the hands almost touch or do touch, and then they float back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in all the way up. Breathe out. One more time. All the way up. Down. Now do the same thing, but palms facing up. Let the hands cross over the head until the back of the hands touch. And reach upward for the sky while you look forward. And palms face down as they float down. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Up. Breathe out as they come down. One more time. Good. We're going to do the same thing, except reaching up. We're going to go more to the side. So breathe in. And now kind of wiggle side to side. Feel that stretch all the way down the rib cage to the waist. And then breathe out down. Breathe in. Hold your breath. And breathe out. One last time. Good. Breathe out. Let the hands float up, fingertips pointing at each other. Nice rounded arms. Slight bend to the elbow. Fingertips up about chest height. Presenting the pestle as we breathe in, we're going to pull that ball tighter into our chest. As we breathe out, that ball expands outward to the starting point. Completed the 8 brocade, by the way. This is now from the Yi Jin Jin. One more time. Now this time we're going to draw it in. And then we're going to go out to the sides. So it comes in, goes out. So still holding that ball inflates, becomes even bigger. And then we kind of squeeze the air out of it. One more time. Good, now we're going to go up. Kind of squeezing the ball against the chest. And then it expands upward and outward. One more time. Good, another from the Qigong. Bring the left hand around to the small of the back, slightly higher in the small of the back to the Ming Men point. Right hand is on the neck, cradling the skull. Feet about shoulder width apart, looking at your right elbow as it goes up and behind you. And continuing to follow with your eyes as it goes down and across the body. Go as low as you can comfortably. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. All the way up. Come all the way down. Good. And as you come up, switch hands. Right hand, the Ming Men point, left hand supporting the skull on your neck. Looking at the elbow, follow it up and back. And then down and across. One more time. All the way up. All the way down. Hip circles. Try not to move the head, just let the hips move. Nice round circle. Only as big as comfortable. And reverse. Now waist circles. We're going to bend forward to the side, back a little bit, and around. One more time, and then we're going to reverse. Come forward, and now we go the opposite direction. Good. Come back to the front. Hands on the hips. Bring the feet fairly close together. We're going to put all our weight into the right leg as we lift the left leg up, and we kick, pushing the heel forward, pushing the toes towards, pulling the toes towards the body, then bringing it back in and down, and we switch. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Find that focal point about 12 feet in front of you. That will help with the balance. Young boy kicks from Shavasana. One more time each side. Good. Phoenix spreads its wings. So we're going to lift the heels off the ground, but we're going to push the knees forward. So we're not raising the body up as the wings come up. And then they sink back down. So we're actually sinking a little bit. Breathe in, pause, breathe out. One more time. Let's settle down, step out to a wider stance. We're going to shift our weight side to side. Let's make a big circle with our hands. So our right hand is at the hip, left hand comes around and circles. The arm moves side to side by shifting your weight, not by moving it at all, side to side. Following the hand with your eyes. Slow as you can. One more time around as it comes across the body, comes to the hip, and now the other hand comes out and around. Imagine you have sparklers on your fingers. This is nighttime, and you're just forming this big ring of sparkles. Sort of like one of those Marvel characters forming a portal. Doctor Strange. One more time. Come back to the center. Clear the lungs. Breathe in. And breathe out. Step out to shoulder width. Let's do the lung flow. So breathe in. Chest opens up. Shoulder blades come together. Breathe out. Go into prayer position. Squeeze. Closing the chest down. Actually, I'm sorry, heart flow, not lung flow. One more time. Now let's do lung flows. The hands float out, palms facing down. Again, open the chest, but we're not looking up at all. Then the palms turn upward, thumb and first finger touch as the forearms together. Squeeze, feel the shoulders roll forward, lungs squeezing, and then we breathe in, opening the lungs. Breathe out. One more time. Hands drop down. Bring the feet together. Bring down the heavens just once. Finish with the right hand face up below the abdomen. Left hand scoops up the energy. Thumb and first finger separate. Thumb pointing towards the center line of the body as you breathe out, slowly floats down the body. We get to the bottom, we switch. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time each side. Finish with one palm over the other by either interlacing the webbing of the thumbs or holding one wrist. Doesn't matter which hand is on top. Breathing that energy in from your palms. Picture white light coming out of the palms, filling the abdomen, the lower dantian with that white light. Perhaps feel the warmth as that energy builds. And then it begins to spiral down your legs and up your torso, filling every part of your body with that warm, loving light. And as it fills your body, it's removing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions. So every part of your body is ablaze with the energy. And then let it drift outward beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And while you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath, gather those energies and those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.